Hello guys and welcome to the channel. Roll here. Today I'm introducing the PvP version of my condition soulbeast. I promised to people and a lot asked for it actually. So here it is. For a start, if you don't know me or you're not been keeping up with me for a while, I don't actually play PvP like at all. Those 40 ranks, God knows how they came. And I don't like it because I have a lot of ping and like my ping is always high. The spikes, look at this, 0. Yeah, right. So it's become really toxic, salty, because when my game DC and stuff like this, people don't enjoy it. Anyway, so I played PvP to test the build, many different skills, traits, and a lot of ideas, and this is the last thing I came up with. So I have two builds today, Druid and soulbeast. You can play both and they both have their advantage and disadvantage. I will make a quick review or a summary of the build first and then discuss it. The first part of this video gonna be about the soulbeast and then I'm gonna talk about the druid. So for soulbeast, there is not much difference from my word version, but let's go through it. So dagger torch is my choice, but you can actually use axe if your opponent, like in 2v2 ranked or in rank general. In rank like 5 people versus 5, I would go with this, but for 2v2 I could use axe, but I usually use this better. For projectile mitigation, you still have a lot of damage against people. And the other weapon is short bow. I use burst stance, lightning reflexes, sharpened stone, quickening zephyr, and entangle. The bit you only use one, of course, and it's the albine wolf. And why? Because techno damage, condition removal, more CC, and kiting. My traits are skirmishing 1-3-2, awareness survival 1-1-2, and soulbeast 3-3-3, all of it. And for my PvP choices, I use the rapid amulet for higher condition and tankness because of the toughness, and we can use the precision really good with sharpened edges. I use rune of the Krait. On short bow I use sigil of agony and sigil of purging, but not all the time. I used cleansing. This is kind of optional. Only sigil of agony you cannot remove. And the other weapon I use on dagger agony and on torch escape. You could go with smoldering for a higher burning duration, but it doesn't really matter this much. No one will take a lot of this burning anyway, so it's not really worth it. And if I move to dagger, I want to be kind of quick. And even purging, sometimes I use cleansing, so I would be removing a lot of condition in my weapon in general. So that's it for the summary. Now let's discuss the build, or why it works or how it works. So for a start, like in 2v2 arena, for example, you would usually start on short bow, and you would start engaging. Before the fight start, when it counts those 10 seconds, I usually get sharpened stone out, so it can come up as fast as possible to me. This build does not support other people around you. Even the burst stance, you do not share it. We take in higher damage. We do not support people. If people support us, that's fine, but we don't. So keep that in mind. The wolf will give you chill, so you can catch people easier, and you'd have extra CC, and this for kiting, and unflinching fortitude for techno damage, and an extra stun break. So you have a lot of condition removal in this build to cover for this duo condi that's happening, like duo thief condi, duo revenant condi. It will make you melt. But with these skills, actually you can kite and remove the condition. You cannot be bursted from the start of the fight. It's kind of not possible if you're playing right. And dagger and torch is great for cleaving. You don't have stability here. I don't use dolly stance, especially it's on 60-second cooldown. So you would put this, and with the sharpened stone, and even if you use quickness, you can be significantly damaging. If you leap in it like this and leap on the down body, you would have fire aura, so the body would get more burning out of it, and you have access to poison, more bleeding. You target the other person who's trying to revive and you can knock them immediately, just like that. Even Entangle is good for cleaving because it applies poison from Krite, poison, the Krite rune, poison, torment and bleeding around you. I don't know how far actually, it's like 450 or something, but it's even good for cleaving this way and preventing people from coming to revive your target. So this build have a lot of damage and yet a lot of kiting. You see, you can use 2 and your bit skill, and you can use it again, skill 3, and even you have super speed access, and you can still, if you're targeting someone or if you use about face, you can use this to evade backward and keep kiting, and even writing reflexes can get you back. So this build is work great and has a lot of damage, more than the soul beast. You're gonna see it in a video, probably some fights from PvP, but that gets us to the other point. What is the advantage the Druid offer? The Druid offer actually more survivability, less damage, but it's more effective, and you can help other people. You have projectile mitigation since I use staff. So I kinda liked playing Druid since I main Druid most of the time. I loved playing it better, but the low damage, if you playing against team of survivals, like a lot of boons and stuff, the Druid feel unrewarding. If you play against a team of, they are not tanky, if they are damaging, this one feel like it can die easier. So both builds are working effectively. I finished what do you call it, placement. Like I said, cut me some slack. I don't play PvP at all, so I got to a gold 2. Playing only those 2 builds with experimenting. Actually, I used a lot of different things, and some of it I didn't like and stuff like this, and I got to gold 2, so it's decent. I played it a bit, but I had a lot of ping, so I took too much time to play it, to even get some footage or finish testing, so I didn't get any up. Like I had 4 games, my game frozen 2 and worked in 2, so I can't really judge it. So you can judge it for yourself if you're more experienced than me, and most of you who ask it for PvP build will probably is. You might even use it better than me, so give it a shot. So now the second part of the video, the Druid build. For a quick summary of the build, we use short bow and staff. The bits are Ragazal and Electric Wyvern. Our skills are Healing Spring, the Trap, and Lightning Reflexes, Sharpened Stone, Glyph of Equality, and Entangle. Our traits are Skirmishing 3-3-2, and Wilderness Survival 1-1-2, and Druid 1-1-3. For the gear or the amulet, we use Rapid Amulet instead, the Rune of Krite. On staff, we use Agony on both weapons, short bow and staff, just like the Soul Beast build. We use Sigil of Escape on staff. When we move to staff, we need to kite, so we don't need anything to be holding us. And on short bow, we use Sigil of Cleansing. It's kind of optional. You can use many other things like Sigil of Doom. I don't know, there's many options, but I prefer it to work this way. You can even use the one that give you endurance, Sigil of Energy. It's fine, but I prefer to, if you keep Sigil of Escape on the staff. So let's discuss Druid, or what this build is. For a start, Druid is significantly weaker in PvP than World vs World, since Ancient Seed on 20-second cooldown and Sisty Avatar on 20-second cooldown, and we can't use food in PvP, so we can't fill our health using the regeneration food, and we can't use even healing power since we use Rapid Amulet, and there's no healing amulet that actually good to work with. So that's why we use staff for regeneration, more healing in general, even for our teammates or your partner in 2v2 arena. And Healing Spring, this is the reason why we use it. Condi cleanse up to, since it trigger lesser muddy terrain, it's 2, and then the trap can remove up to 10 conditions. That's 12 in general. And it also give a lot of regeneration for you or your teammates that count as healing, so it fill your thirsty avatar, and that's why it's kinda necessary in this build. You have 2 stun breaks, lightning reflexes, and the glyph equality that can be used for dodging or being aggressive like a CC, or to stop raise. That actually great on it to stopping raises. And you have even a lot of CC on your bits. Raggazal with hit toss and the daze, and electric wyvern with lunge, that's work like a group lunge, and the knockback. So that build is a little bit tanky for the healing and elusive because of the staff. It can kite pretty well. It has projectile mitigation because of skill 5 to the staff. So when you start, you always start on your short bow. Like I said in soulbeast, always use sharpened stone on just 10 seconds before you start. It will last you for 30 seconds and it will be back faster, even 6 seconds less before it disappears from you. And go ahead, just enjoy killing people, winning. I suck at PvP, so I'm a noob in it, but you're gonna see footage and judge for yourself. Most of you will probably make better use of this build. I finished placement, was only experimenting with this build, made it to gold 2. So tell me what you will, or how it's gonna be good for you, and I'll be seeing you next time.
Messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again, just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face, a certain weight, because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home, but if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of wasting time. Harder, harder. had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my soul. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time stood still, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking and you're faking, girl. You never made a sound. Oh, wait, I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm driving yesterday. I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go. I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you wanna adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. Wait, I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm done with yesterday. Fada, fada. I fell where my demons dwell, my own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up, climbing and climbing. I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my soul. Darling,